Here in Gainesville, easily the biggest win of the Will Muschamp era. In fact, it's the biggest Gator win since Tim Tebow was a senior back in '09. It's the first home win in the month of October since Tebow and company beat Arkansas in '09. No Tim Tebow on this day. The Gator defense coming up big against fourth-ranked LSU. In fact, they hold one of the best backfields in the country to 42 yards. Quite a statement game that this Florida Gator program is back in business.
It's a really big win for us. And it's just overwhelming a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're going to celebrate tonight. Probably celebrate as we watch TV tomorrow, and on Monday, get back to the drawing board for our next opponent, and we're going to keep going and one week at a time, just preparation.
It's gratifying to me because of the way we lost games last year, quite frankly.
You always talk about
this is somewhere where I know we've made improvements in the organization, and from my role where I sit, I got to see improvement, or you're either getting better or worse.
Is it amazing how far this program has come in a year's time now?
I mean, there was times where we showed how good we could be last year, and we just didn't make the huge plays that we've been making so far this year. But we have a great bunch of guys and a great bunch of coaches, so I'm not surprised.
So the Gators liked its effort, liked its defense, and they like Mike. Senior running back Mike Gillislee turns in his third 100-yard rushing game of the year. He finishes with 146 yards and 2 big scores, the only 2 touchdowns of the game.
It was just like any other team to me. It wasn't really a test. It was just that me having faith in my offensive linemen, knowing that they was just going to keep on doing what they was doing, and I was just going to keep on pounding the ball, and I knew it was going to open up sooner or later.
I'll take Gilly over anybody. I mean, I've told him that all the time, and I mean that. I mean, I felt that way in spring and going into fall camp, and I thought he had a great camp, and he's prepared himself through the summer. Again, he's a Will Muschamp guy. He doesn't never say anything. He just does his job. He lines up. He runs the ball. If you ask him to block, he's going to block. If you ask him to catch the ball, he's going to catch it. He just is a really, really, really good football player.
It's a moment come true. It's a moment, and it's a dream come true, and I'll never forget this moment. The feeling, the win.
After this game, we saw a rarity. Will Muschamp cracking jokes, actually smiled, something we haven't seen much in his year and a half here in Gatorland. While he says this is only one game, many of his players say they have their eye on Atlanta and the SEC championship game. While we don't know if Florida is the best team in the SEC, we do know this. They're definitely the most improved. In Gainesville, Mike Neighbors,